What's going on YouTube? It's Donnie all day. I am bringing you a budget Bowie today. This one is from Mossy Oak. You'll be able to find it in the description below. And you'll be able to find it for $17.99. It's on sale from $25.99. Now $17.99. Now, I get it. It's a budget Bowie, and you're thinking $17.99, it can't be very good. It's not this. It's not going to be your $400 hunting knife. But I always say, if it knifes, it's a knife. And we're going to find that out. We got this sheath. It's like a leather sheath. It smells leather. It smells like leather. So you got a leather sheath. It's a little thin. You got a double buckle system. I always say, one is enough, but they put on two for extra security. And it's nothing crazy. It's just to hold the knife, and doing something like this helps keep that price down. The reason you can get this thing at $17.99, one of the reasons, is because they make it affordable. We are looking at, let's see, it feels like a hollow grind. 14 inches overall. You have an 8.5 inch blade. It is 53/64 of an inch wide, which is 21 millimeters. I've never seen that measurement. For me, my hands are ginormous. Right? You could see this is a what did I just say? 8.5 inch blade, and my hand goes well beyond 8.5 inches. So for me, this is really small. It's so small, in fact, that I can turn the knife. So with chopping, for me, remember, my hands are probably bigger than your hands. For me, chopping, I will probably get some rotation in the hand from the knife. What solves that is gloves. If you put on a pair of gloves with a small grip, then the small grip is no longer small. The gloves are going to fill in and make it okay. This ricasso right here, it's not a full finger choil, but if you press your finger in there and pull it to the guard, I can feel here, but here is not sharp. They don't sharpen it until there, which means you can actually get a finger on there, so you can do some tight work and make it still usable. I don't know. Oh, these are pinned, as a matter of fact. Okay, so that's pinned on there. That's pinned on there. So that's better than just glue. You have a wood grip, and I'm not sure. I'm guessing it's just going to be some kind of stainless. We are looking at 3CR13. It's an MOV steel. Let's take this thing out. So it's not stainless. It's a carbon steel, 3CR13. So let's see. It's hard to get around for me because of that grip. If you have small to medium hands, holy crap, you're gonna love this grip because it's well contoured. Everything is done right as far as the shape. It's just narrow. It's just a small person's hand's grip, and then this knife would look gigantic in your hands. But let's take it out and see what it does. I don't know how sharp it is. Oh. Okay, so let's see if I catch it all on there. That is really, I honestly didn't expect it to be razor hair popping sharp. It is a hollow grind, so that is a cutter's edge, not a beating edge. With a large Bowie, a lot of times you won't go with a hollow grind. You'll go with something that you can baton with and chop with and all that. But this is going to be a good cutter. And we're going to find out just how well it cuts. Let's go. All right, so getting it out here in this beautiful Arizona sunshine. You can going forward for me. This is so thin right here. It's like it wants to leave my hand. But coming back is okay. It's not a bad looking knife. Let's see. Let's get the sun on this side of it so you can see the grain in the wood. That's not too bad. Remember, this isn't a $200 knife, and they're not trying to make it a $200 knife. They're trying to make a $17.99 knife, something you can afford and still use. And every Mossy Oak product I've used so far has been usable. The knives have knifed. So we're going to see if this one's any different. All right. Let's see what she do. Bam. 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 We want to give a nice little a pound and twist. And the pound, I'm pounding enough for it to stay in. So the tip is in the wood. And then a little wiggle wobble there, spinning in circles, showing you that the tip is not falling apart. Let's see what we got here. We'll use this big rope because I don't know where the small one is. And we're just going to give it a nice cut through. Luckily, the knife is really, really sharp. So that isn't going to be a problem. Let's see if we can't get a good clean cut, which it is. That is a very clean cut. A lot of people dismiss budget knives. They, oh, it's all crap. It's all this. It's all that. And then you get it out here and you use it and you show that it does exactly what you need it to do. All of the stuff that I'd be doing with the more expensive knife, I can do with this and get the job done. But for some reason, some people, they don't care if something works because they're so hung up on cost. Oh, well, if it's not made of this material, it doesn't cost this price, it's not going to work. But then you show it work and they give some other excuse. If the knife works, the knife works. Plain and simple. So let's see, we got this. It's a garden hose, right? Full of rubber and nylon. We're going to give it a nice little twist right here. $17.99 for a Bowie. This isn't $17.99 for a pocket knife. This is $17.99 for a Bowie knife. I mean, come on, man. I mean, even if you're just like, let's say you've got like a reenactor or something, like you do cowboy stuff, this knife right here, you stick this on your belt in the sheath, it looks like something from the 1800s. So if you are a reenactor and you want to bring a knife that actually nice, something that you can actually use, something like this would be great. Let's give a couple of chop downs here. Now, when chopping into bigger stuff like logs, there's a key that a lot of people get wrong with a hollow grind. If I chop down, right, I want to pull straight back. What happens is people chop and then they pull out. And that's where blades will chip, especially in hollow grinds, because hollow grind means it goes like this. The bevel's cut like this, right? So it makes it thin at the edge, but it makes it thin where it's going to cut more and cut longer. So a lot of people will chop and then twist and pull and chop and twist and pull because it's natural. But if you chop and pull straight back, you're never going to have that problem with a hollow grind. Take it from me, kids. I've been there, done that. So let's see. This thing comes down through the hand really easily. The finger grooves on this aren't overbearing, so it's not like forcing your hand in a certain spot that might be unnatural to you. You can still work your fingers around the grooves, but the grooves just give it kind of more security. It's pretty nice. Let's see. It's pretty nice there with the fingers working that way. Do some nice little carving here. If you gotta make spears and pit spikes and tent spikes and arrows and all that jazz, something to cook your hot dog on, something to put the marshmallows on, this is definitely going to do that. It's actually really easy to carve with this knife. As far as how easy is it going to be to feather and all that, we'll find out. Right now, we're going to take this basketball and we're going to give it a little slice. Oh, that was simple. I have to say, this knife is sharp. They sent a sharp knife. And it's not like they sharpened one for me and sent it to me. This is an out-of-the-box knife. They just come with a great edge. And not a good edge, that's a great edge. Anything that's shaving hair is a great edge. If you can cut paper but not shave hair, you have a good edge. If you can shave hair, then you have a great edge. Let's see here. So we're going to pop that. This is leather, rubber, nylon. I mean, if you're if you're out hunting and this is the knife you have on you, are you going to be able to process? Are you going to be able to take down whatever you just took down? And the answer is yes, absolutely. Let's see, we'll go the long way where they tend to fold and move. And this thing, that's a really, really nice cut. The only thing that gets me on this knife is the grip width. And it's mainly where it goes from the center's fine. It's just here that it's really thin at the pommel and the quillen at the ends here. That's where it gets really, really narrow, but it's still working. It's still doing its job. Let's cut one of these hard hoses here. Oh, look at that. This thing is sun-beaten, baked, hard as plastic. And this knife is absolutely shaving it. But we need to hit with it. Oh, I need to feather stick with it first. But we need to hit with it so you can see if it's going to hold up. First, we're going to do some feather stick and some pulls. Get some nice curls here. And those are some nice curls. That's really, really good edge geometry right there. This is butter smooth. It's making it very, very easy to finish that task, to do this work. That's nice. So if it has a thin grip, well, thin for me because my hands are XX, it might not be thin for you. It might just be perfect. But if that's my only complaint so far, for $17.99, that's not so bad. All right, so I have this piece of dead tree hanging from a good tree. It's just tied up in there. But we're going to use this and we're going to hit this. And the reason I like to hit this is because it's super hard. Dried out here in Arizona, it's really, really hard. So we'll find out what kind of hitter this is. That's chewing it up. That is absolutely chewing it up. So while it's thin here, coming down when I have that impact, I'm not getting the slippage I thought I was going to get. It's just working. It's hammering down. It's hitting. It's holding. It's still in my hand. It's getting through. I'll tell you what. First thoughts, this is way better than first thoughts. You see how right there the blade dug in really well and it got stuck in the wood and I paused, then took it out straight? That's how you keep your edge good. Look at that. Look at that. So you can see that is in there. Just pull it out straight. Don't twist. Guys, that is tearing it up. That is tearing it up. Like a fat guy at a buffet. That is tearing it up, man. I love a good buffet. All right, let's see here. Let's get around. Here's some more of this angle. That is so good. That is so good. So that has been chewed up and spit out with a $17.99 Bowie knife. No warps, nothing funny going on there. No chips, no dents, no nothing. No nothing. I'll tell you. It's $17.99. Come on, man. That is that there is what we call not too shabby. You're paying less than $20 and you can take down a small tree. You can process big game. You can slice open or slice through any single thing you need. That is not bad. And because it's a softer carbon, that 3CR, right? You're going to be able to hone this with smooth rocks. You're going to be able to hone this with anything. If you bring like a little honing steel or even a small stone, boom, boom, boom. Every time you use these, that's all you do is you hone them, and they will stay sharp, really, really sharp forever. It's not so bad, man. So follow the link below. Check it out. Give it a good look. This thing's kind of impressive. For the money, it's really good. So that's it for this one. I am Donnie B all day. Until next knife.